harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like a movie, my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to. Yeah, but it's a vibe.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. Years, it would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. Call you up, how you been? Can we play and rewind? Yeah, those other guys who choose, they don't care, no, like I do. I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you for so long. You there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting on you. Whoa, whoa. I've been waiting on you. Coming like a wrecking ball, crying on me, saying how they make you feel so small. When the rain couldn't get any clearer, I'm the one holding up all your mirrors, baby. Hurry up, back to me, why'd you ever move on, yeah? You're making me confused, I'm the one that you should choose. I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you for so long, and it's killing me to see you there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting on you. Whoa, whoa. I've been waiting on you.
And good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning. I really appreciate you spending your morning here with me. You could be anywhere and you chose me, and I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Woo. Okay, so today I'm going to continue some of the Nancy Guthrie case coverage, and there's some key things that I wanted to bring up, one coming from Megan Kelly's channel. So I'm going to jump right into that. And I found it very intriguing and interesting, and think that you probably will too. So let me jump right over here. There's a couple of things happening that I want to share. Okay, let's see. Let's go to her channel here on YouTube. Okay, let's go to videos. Maybe it was a live stream last night. I hope y'all are doing good. It looks like it might rain here today. I wish not, but it looks like it's going to. Okay, here we go. This is what we want to see. Let me share my screen.
I think this is an absolute treasure trove. I mean, as Fitz.
Wait till you hear this.
The pot.
Put my little thingamabob up here. Let's use this one.
Of targeted kids. Guys, listen to this. As we're discussing the possibility, the sheriff's statement of targeted kidnapping and the possibility that somebody understanding, I mean, it could have just been about Nancy Guthrie, but the odds are it had something to do with the rich daughter. I mean, I think that's probably the smarter bet. Fox News reporting, this is the headline. Internet user, they don't know who, searched for Nancy Guthrie's address and daughter's salary before Today host's mother vanished. This is literally.
Okay, now listen to how they found this out. There's been X amount of searches on Google for Nancy Guthrie's address and how much money Savannah Guthrie is worth. So let me go right here. Let's start it back up here.
Really breaking after the discussion we just had. It's crazy. I don't know how you can tell this. Fox News is citing Google Trends. An internet user appears to have searched for Nancy Guthrie's home address in the weeks prior to her suspected abduction, Google Trends shows. Last week, the FBI released a description of the individual seen. They're talking about the guy, 5'9", 5'10", with the Ozark Trail hiker backpack. Other identifying items. Hold on, read more. Fox News Digital has learned that mysterious Google searches for Nancy's address and Savannah's salary occurred before her disappearance. Google Trends records show there was one search for Guthrie's address in the Catalina foothills between June 21st and June 28th, 2025 by someone in Arizona. They can tell you exactly where the.
Okay, so those searches were from somewhere in Arizona.
Search came from. The address was searched again once on January 11th, 2026. That's one of the dates that the sheriff's office is asking people to check their Ring cameras for. This is getting creepy. The January 11th date also surfaced in a message on the Ring camera app. Yeah, he's this guy's in my head. Let's see. A Pima County Sheriff's Department captain replied to the post asking users to look for the verified post. Okay, The man questioned. Hold on, sorry, I'm reading live. Where's the part
It's
about
a
him
good lead.
searching
Pre-offense
Savannah's?
behavior. We talked about this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, stand by. My crack producers texted it to me. They can read faster than I can. There were two separate. Which one is it, Debbie? Is it which text? You have three from you here. There were also two separate Google image searches for Nancy's address in Arizona. One, again, sometime between March 1st and 8th, 2025. Oh, Google image searches, guys. Google image searches, in addition to like just typing in the Google search bar. Okay, also two separate Google image searches for Nancy's address in Arizona. One was sometime between March 1st and 8th, 2025. The other was between November 30th and December 1st, 2025, specifically looking for images or a map of the home.
So someone in Tucson, Arizona, searched for how much money her daughter makes, the layout of the house, photos. Sounds like they're zeroing in.
In addition to the address, in the days leading up to Nancy's disappearance, quote, Savannah Guthrie's salary was searched from Tucson sometime between December 13th and 20th. For comparison, CNN anchor Anderson Cooper, who grew up in New York City, generated one search for Anderson Cooper's salary in the New York City area between March 29th and April 5th. Fox News' Sean Hannity also grew up in New York, and Sean Hannity's salary was searched once between May 3rd and 10th, 2025. Whoa. What do you make of this?
Yeah, we've been talking about.
So there you go. Now here's another way that they are looking for her. Hold on just a second. Okay, let me get rid of that. I'm gonna let y'all listen to some music while I look for this real quick here.
You move like smoke through crowded rooms.
Okay, let's see. It was
Dark hair falling over your eyes.
Fox News.
Laugh lines drawn in crooked moves. You're every place I wanna hide. Bare feet on a kitchen chair.
Hold on a second.
Stealing my jacket, stay in the night.
I've watched so much, it's gonna take me for just a second here.
Go bare, every shadow steps into the light. You're my gypsy soda.
There's another way that they were looking for her. Let's see where did it go.
Wild and quiet. Haunted like a dream, I don't wake from dark-haired beauty. You make me smile. You make me smile. You're a comfortable place to hide.
Okay, now I'm gonna share the screen. Here's some more I wanted to cover here.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Lawrence, Ainsley, and Brian. We now know that the Pima County Sheriff, Chris Nanos, after speaking with Fox, well, he's saying that they are further analyzing DNA samples found inside Nancy Guthrie's home. And specifically, they're looking at mixed DNA samples. This is when the DNA of multiple people are sort of merged or mixed together. So scientists are now working on isolating and separating those samples. We also know that the sheriff told NBC News that they're looking at whether or not the suspect captured in that doorbell video is wearing a ring underneath that glove. He says that could be a possibility. Now, all of this is after he told Fox that the DNA found on a glove 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's home and DNA found inside the home did not produce a match in the FBI's database.
Right now, a shift in strategy for investigators in Arizona as they try
So these are
to
different
find
ways
Nancy
that they're trying to
Guthrie and her
find her.
alleged abductor. The FBI says it's now using genetic genealogy with the DNA collected at Guthrie's home. It's a method that proved critical in tracking down Idaho killer Brian Kohberger. Our chief correspondent Jonathan Hunt, live outside the Pima County Sheriff's Department with the latest. Jonathan?
And with the FBI hitting a dead end so far, at least in terms of hits on that DNA in their criminal database, they are indeed turning to genetic genealogy. We had a fascinating conversation today, John, with the CEO of Othram, probably the leading analysis company in the United States. They contributed to finding Brian Kohberger. They also helped find the killer of Rachel Marin. You'll remember that awful case up in Maryland. She was murdered by an illegal immigrant. So I asked David Mittelman, the CEO, what happens when the FBI hits a dead end with CODIS and they bring in a company like Othram? Here he is.
So here's what they're working on
Anyone on Earth
today
that has
after
DNA
hitting a
can be the
dead end with
suspect.
the DNA.
And then as soon as you start doing additional DNA testing, you may learn the biological sex of the person. You may learn their biogeographical origins. Are they likely to be from the States? Or are they likely to be international? And then you can continue to narrow in, do they belong to a major family group? Can you find a relative?
So Middleman also tells me that speed is absolutely of the essence here, because every time you test DNA, you get a little less that is available for further testing. And DNA, like so many other things, degrades over time. So they've got to get involved quickly. As for whether Othram is directly involved in this case, neither we nor they are at liberty to confirm that at this point. Meantime, the sheriff talking to us is vowing to bring justice, however long it takes, for Nancy Guthrie and her family. Listen to Sheriff Nanos here.
In your gut, on your decades of law enforcement, how long is this going to take?
I have no clue. I know this. I know that I have a team that every minute of the day is out there working hard. What I do know is we won't quit. We're going to keep after you. We will find you, and we'll find Nancy.
Okay, now I'm going to go back over here and listen to how we are going to do that through
Fox News Alert, and our top story here that we've been following for 3 weeks now. The reward for information on the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie has doubled. An anonymous donor matching the FBI's reward of $100,000, bringing the total to $202,500.
Meantime, the genetic expert who helped crack the Brian Kohberger case says there is still hope of building a DNA profile on the glove found near Nancy Guthrie's home.
The CODIS system will catalog 20 markers from people, and generally the people in that database have been convicted of a crime. The kind of testing that we do at Othram looks at the entire DNA. There's probably at least 500,000 markers that we're looking at instead of 20 markers.
Joining us now is a forensic expert who helped establish the national training guidelines for medical legal death investigators, Joseph Scott Morgan. Joseph, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see you again. And it's very interesting what this genetic expert is saying, which sounds like even though the DNA found on the glove doesn't match the FBI database, that doesn't mean that we still can't learn a whole lot about this person who wore the glove if they left behind any DNA, which they did, to either rule the person who wore it either in or out. So tell us more about the next steps in genetic testing likely being done right now.
Okay, we just heard that, so let me go back over here. And we're going to listen to... see, is this it? Down. Okay, let's go over here. Let me show you this. Thank you again for coming and hanging out with me. Make me smile.
But Tracy, that can also take some time, and we know that the three biggest sites that people put data into, their DNA into, have a policy of not cooperating with police. Is there any way around that?
So yes, and I'm really glad that you brought that up. Actually, you're right. It can take 8 weeks. It can take 12 weeks. It can absolutely take time. So the large sites, right, Ancestry.com, 23andMe, I think those are the ones that you are referencing. You actually have to have a warrant to get that data. And
So
that,
are they getting a
JLR right now?
so hopefully, in my
and it sounds like he's
opinion, I thought when they ran the DNA test through CODIS, they actually should have been obtaining the warrants, in my opinion, to get that genealogical DNA. And I hope that they already have that queued up. My hope is they already have it. The other sites, the sort of lesser known sites that don't contain as much information, actually have police opt-in procedures. So that's going to make it much easier to get the data from there. But you're right, those large sites, it's going to be very difficult. And I really hope they have the warrant queued up.
Yeah, I do too. James Fitzgerald, Raymond Carr, great work on that profile. I'm sure we'll have you back to talk more about that. But those.
All right, what do you think, folks? Weeks, months, IgG, Mexico, Chile Peterson, 2080 says there is a widespread theory in Mexico that the cartel abducted Nancy and had her in Mexico within hours. Cartel doctors will keep her alive for months under the big payday. Ransom notes are bogus.
Sorry.
So, but here's the thing with that: the cartel or people in Mexico we haven't heard any indication that she's in Mexico. Like, wouldn't you think that the cartel or whoever had her in Mexico would legitimately start sending ransom and be separate from these other ransoms, or are they connected in any way? You really think this is a cartel hit, or somebody that did this organized to take her to Mexico, only to months later start saying, she's alive and we have her and everything like that, just hold her temporarily, and suddenly pop up kind of like an old Bin Laden video? Remember when they were all looking for Bin Laden, and occasionally once a year he releases a video showing proof of life that he's alive? I was also thinking, with the Israel-Gaza, when Gaza went over to Israel and got hostages and stuff, they just take the hostages and no one knows. But eventually there'll be like a video or a picture showing proof of life that they're alive. I mean, is that what we're going to be dealing with here? Like somebody having her right now, but kind of just laying low? And then maybe in a week or two or a month, just pop up suddenly and say, here she is. This is what we want. JLR, Shawnee820 says, I think the perp has injury to right hand, maybe from smashing cam and maybe suffering cams in back and stuffing cams in backpack. Look at video, not much use of right hand. Well, if there was a right hand injury, and I'm sure the FBI probably came up with every theory possible, from the pinky, somebody having a ring, to smashing the cams or whatever like that. Maybe they're also cross-referencing if anyone checked into a hospital to get treatment, or doctors in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They think Nancy is still alive.
I can't
They
imagine
think
that.
Nancy is still alive. So
It's
where
too
is
bad there's not a GPS on
she
a
go?
pacemaker.
To Mexico? And who the heck is this guy?
That is a lie.
Because honestly, I don't think he
Someone sent it
necessarily
to
looks like
him.
any
He
of
did
these
not
popes
order
that
that.
they
That is a
detained.
lie. The mainstream media
One of the
is
media
pissed
journalists
off
was
they're
telling me
not
off
getting
the
a piece
record,
of his
was
pie.
basically saying
And they're
the reason why
realizing that they
they
can't
snatched those
control
two
the
other people
narrative.
was three things.
And we have
One, their
phones and
pings,
we can go
the cell
live,
phone
every
pinged
single
around
one
the
of
area
us.
at
I
one
don't
time.
trust the media. I come to YouTube.
We're talking about just I'm talking about just Carlos. It's reference to Luke, I don't know.
You heard me?
But Carlos. Phone pinged around this area at one point. Delivery driver, and he looks like
The
possibly
media
the
is
suspect.
full
That's
of
it.
Bullshit.
That was enough probable cause
Bullshit.
for a judge to sign off. That's what I'm told. Now, as far as Luke, I don't know. Luke's around the corner. That will be a whole other story. We talked about Kayla. We talked about Luke. is this guy from Mexico.
That
Here's
damn
another thing,
Sasquatch.
CODIS, no hits, no match. We know that no hits, no match means person's doesn't have a criminal record. Luke, the guy that they were focused on over there 2 miles away, he's been in the prison system.
Not true. One of
his DNA would be up there.
Sent it to him because they knew how
His
long
DNA
he had
would
been
be in
out in the
CODIS.
sun without
No
anything
match.
to eat.
So let me
Hey
ask you
Jackie,
something.
good to see you. Hope you're doing
Is
good.
the perp
Thanks
from Mexico?
for coming. I'm enjoying your posts.
It's the perp from Mexico. And that's why he's not in CODIS. Somebody traveled up from Mexico to do this.
Yep.
I don't think it's Luke. Because Luke's DNA would have been a clear hit. Clear hit. It's either someone not from this country that wouldn't be in CODIS, even though someone from another country could have extensive criminal record, but they're not in CODIS, right? I don't think CODIS.
Better in the
I don't think they correspond with other countries. Some do, I guess, but either the person's from another country that has criminal records and crazy, or the person's from another country without a criminal record, or the person's from the United States that has never been in trouble in the law before. But here's the thing. What's crazy is if you're not in CODIS and you literally not been in trouble before with the law in the United States, who in their right mind would do this for the first time? A first-time criminal. A first-time criminal. Of all the crimes, or maybe they commit crimes before and never been caught, but somebody usually, you know, when you get elevated to breaking into someone's home and taking someone, you've probably been in trouble with the law before.
Yeah.
This is not like a first-time rodeo type of thing. Well, Brian Kohlberger, though. People say in the chat,
I can't
Kohlberger,
decide
first
on
time.
the background.
Criminology. Or do we have another wackadoodle like Brian Kohlberger out there that did this? Because it was part of his thesis and, you know, studies of Catherine Ramsland. You know, some wackadoodle out here that wants to do the perfect crime and wants to one-up the law enforcement. Thinks they can get away with it. Watch too much Dateline and watch too much First 48 and everyone's like, okay, well, I'll just make sure I put every single thing on me so they can't catch the DNA. I'll put my phone on airplane mode. I'll somehow change my plates or try to mess my vehicle up so even if my vehicle is captured, you're not going to capture me. I'll do the perfect crime and I'll get away with it.
Listen to him.
Because, you know, as we learn, and, you know, I won't have, you know, Cass won't find me. They won't find me. All right, I'm getting a message right now. I'm going to spin this around. People are sending me all types of messages in reference to this case. You're more than welcome to tag me at JLR Investigates about this. Now they're saying rewards up to 300,000. Now some people are suggesting some locations to go to, so I'm looking into this.
They are getting mad, aren't they? I do too. They have controlled the narrative for far too long. Yeah. They know that we don't trust the damn media anymore. We know that you're ran by Soros. Fuck off, media.
New this morning, I'm told that the January 11th is coming from Michael Ruiz. New that the January 11th date and specific time frame of between 9 p.m. and midnight also surfaced during an FBI canvass of Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood when agents were asking neighbors for security video. One of the neighbors canvassed then made the post on the Ring app. The FBI did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The PCSD says it is seeking video from a wide range of dates, January 1st to February 2nd. But you know what's crazy? And they're looking for footage around here from January 11th. On January 11th from 9 p.m. to midnight. But you know what's crazy? Someone in my chat, and I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, but somebody in my chat said they're friends with a Pima County, or they're friends with a Tucson police officer that is friends with Pima County sheriff deputies who said that and was told that the perp was here on January 11th and smashed out the floodlights. Remember that? Somebody left a comment yesterday. Did the perp come here prior? Because they are technically asking people around here about January 11th. Why? Why are they asking people around here, residents, for security footage from 9 p.m. to midnight on January 11th? Does that mean the perp was scouting out the house or tried to break in the house prior on January 11th and was here, and they have a feeling the perp was here? They're not telling us? If you're a media outlet to speak to Nanos, because he doesn't give press conferences, if you're a media journalist and you're watching JLR Investigate, ask Nanos the question, do you believe the perp came to the house prior? Do you believe the perp? Do you have any evidence that the perp was at the house prior?
If I were a neighbor, I would be kind of nervous.
See what he says. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to answer that question to protect the integrity of the investigation. I don't know. Maybe he'll say yeah, maybe it's no. Ask. If you're a journalist, I challenge you to ask Nanos, do you believe the perp was at this house prior to the kidnapping? And when we need prior dates, January 11th, just throw the name. Just throw the date, January 11th. Plus, also, the reports are, according to Google Trends, is someone was scouting out on Google Trends and Googling around about Savannah's mom and Savannah and salary. So those are three things that are interesting. January 11th seems like a key date when it comes to this case. January 11th. What happened on January 11th in this neighborhood? Did he scout out around here? Did he try to break in the house then and failed? Said, I'll be back. I'll be back. We'll be back. January 11th. Is there a significant date or meaning on January 11th? So you guys are kind of with me on this. Some of you are agreeing, some are disagreeing. January 11th, what's going on? So someone in my chat said, you know, they heard from someone who heard from someone. I know that's second and third hand. Okay, hearsay. But, you know. Know what I mean? Person could have came here and cased the place out.
Yep.
Was driving around.
Yeah.
You know, Brian Kohlberger technically did that right before he busted into 1122 King Road.
If y'all would double tap
According
the
to cell
screen,
phone pings, he was
please,
right
so
around the house
YouTube knows
numerous
that I'm
times
not a
prior,
bot.
watching the house, stalking it, stalking
Hit
the
that
house,
like
casing the
button,
place
it's
out.
free. Thank you.
You know, some people that defend Kohlberger say that's not true. His cell phone could ping anywhere just because it pings just because it's on the tower in one location. It could be anywhere, but he was casing the place out prior. Could we have a situation similar to this where somebody's casing out? You come in here for the first time and it's kind of reckless, it's kind of risky. It's wise at all. It is pitch black here. You've never been out here before. You come in first time and just decide to go in and snatch somebody on terrain and land that you have no familiar, you're not familiar with. I'm waiting for the rain to die down. It is starting to see peaks of sun. Look, they're walking with an umbrella. Let me see the radar here. Let me also look flight radar 24 because somebody said there was a sheriff helicopter east. Here. We always light radar 24 and constantly listen to the weather. Tucson weather. Right now, 50 degrees. We have rain all the way up to 1 p.m., like 20%, 20%, 20%.
That's very true, Jack. She says, weird how much coverage this
Also, there has been electrical work at the house.
Isn't that the truth?
When did electrical work take place at Nancy Guthrie's? Early January, approximately on the 6th. Permit of the work expires 6 7. What is one frames? Investors are asking for home surveillance footage in the area. January 1 through the 11th. Which door did they go in? What were they doing in there? Door right behind that damaged floodlight. And right next to one of the electrical poles that was... Who authorized electrical work at Nancy's home?
Oh, really?
Who authorized
Yeah, we're
it?
about to get some really bad weather here, too.
This
Look at media.
guy's the drunk. Seems like the back of the
I'm
house
gonna
is the key
grab
spot
my coffee. Hold on just one second.
on the back of Nancy Guthrie's house. Lights it out. Electrical work done. The back right side of her house, garage area. Who's busting out floodlights? When did they get nuts? That's a great point too. Think about this, folks. If the ransom was $6 million, cartel's billions. The cartel is worth billions of dollars. $6 million is nothing to them. Why would they go to high risk of kidnapping? Though, think about this. Cartel might have to switch tactics here because the border is supposedly secure and less drugs are coming in, and they have to find other ways to make money. So maybe they start to resort to kidnapping, high value kidnappings, to off the lost revenue. Is the cartel still making money right now because of the border situation with the Trump administration? Back then they were making billions, right? Billions. Cartels trying to get that fentanyl and all types of things over across the U.S. border into American cities. If you plug that all up, how do you make money? It's sick. Why would you take a human being? Doesn't make sense. Who organized the electrical work on her house? I mean, there's permits being put out there. Or there's electrical work. Southwest corner of building. Emergency electrical panel upgrade. Currently no power at home. Old 200 AMP panel needs to be replaced. Nancy Guthrie's home. Permit expiration date 1/6/2027. Who in that is doing electrical work? Here's your own guy.
I thought that she had just had stuff done to her roof. Is that not true?
And what's going on sharing this reality TV
said
show
that.
stuff?
The sheriff is in a new reality TV show. I think they said it was on A&E.
Let's see if he puts the drone back up.
It's called Justice in the Desert or something like that. Let's see what the name of it is in chat. What's the name of it? Let's see if they say the name of the show on here. It's like on A&E. Let's see what this says. It says, JLR,
Prayers
thank
for
you for
Nancy.
everything you do. Never let anyone mock you. From politicians to mainstream media personalities to trolls. Keep up the amazing work. We need to hear things like that from you guys, because
So it is very easy to get
hard
across the
out
Mexican
here
border. That
being
is no.
being a YouTuber, and you do get hit from all directions, and the trolls are enough. You know, I have to like take after JLR and just ignore them. Let me Google it. I'm gonna Google it. TV show Tucson Sheriff. Desert Law.
Let's see what else is circulating out there, what the media is talking about.
It's called Desert Law.
With Nancy Guthrie. NBC today. Authorities turn to genetic genealogy. So I'm looking at NBC's reports because, you know, Savannah works for NBC, see what they put out. I do think if something breaks, they'll put things out, but they kind of like I haven't heard NBC really go with the Mexico theory.
We're gonna watch some of it. Desert Law. Let's watch this one right here. Hold on a second. Let me remove this thingamabob here. And we're gonna watch this, where's my background? Okay, share screen, Bing. Found it on Bing. So here we go.
What the hell?
If my background music
That's
is too
interesting.
loud, let me know. It's
It looked
so
like
we
that,
don't
that
get a
truck was just
copyright
driving through the
strike.
dirt area. And it took off at a high rate of speed into a residential neighborhood, potentially showing some signs of impairment.
So this is Desert Law. This is the show that the sheriff on the
He's
Nancy
gonna pull you
Guthrie
over because you're
case
speeding a little bit.
is on.
Okay, you move fine, open it up.
It looks
Can I get
like
your license
cops.
registration, please? You're shaking a bit there, man. Are you okay?
I have anxiety and I shake a lot, like often.
Okay. He's shaky, he's nervous. The steering column is jerry-rigged, and his car smells a little bit like burning meth and fentanyl, so he's potentially high.
Go ahead and begin.
Y'all let me know if the
Have you done any
background
drugs in the past
music's too
24 hours?
loud.
Okay. So based on everything I'm seeing so far, I am going to place you under arrest today.
Wait, what's that?
Okay. You're going to be placed under arrest today for DUI.
The DUI?
Yep.
Why is DUI?
Because I think that there's something in your system that's impairing your ability to drive safe. So have you just faced the car right here?
Okay, so it's a lot like Cops, is what it's looking like to me.
Why do you have meth?
Okay, you're going to start telling me the truth now, or are we just going to keep lying to each other?
It's not mine.
It's in your pocket.
I know it's in my pocket, but that's not mine. It's My girlfriend.
You see this face right now? This is the I don't believe in face right getting this again. I am not new. I have been doing this for years.
I didn't open the box and never opened it.
Why are you putting it in your pocket if you didn't open it?
Because it's hers. I have to take it back to her.
Such a gentleman. Okay.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. Jackie, do you think that this guy is wanting notoriety and that's why he's turning to TMZ, or do you think that they're separate? Maybe this TV show is why he's doing it in Tucson. I don't know. Maybe he's wanting his name in lights.
We're gonna go through the rest of the car. He has this whole little drug kit going on here. A bunch of torches, small things that usually lead to bigger things. So here we go.
Okay, so that's pretty, looks just like any other cop show that's out there right now, you know what I mean? So I go back over here to JLR, cancel, I want to go right here. And we go back here to JLR, we'll keep talking while we see if anything unfolds today. And I guess you all already know that Prince Andrew was arrested today. Former Prince Andrew. Now Andrew Boughton.
In Arizona, someone that traveled from out of state to do this. Who could it be?
Let me know if the background music's too loud.
Worker on the property, someone within the family circle. Does some people still think the family's involved and the family shouldn't have been cleared? Just a wannabe burglar?
Look at the mess the media's left, and they're talking about
camera.
Dolly and JLR sitting on a chair.
Her home.
Y'all
Everyone's
hit that like button for Gypsy.
no one's out here.
So, I appreciate you.
For the last week, every time it's raining a little bit, nobody's out here. Like almost just like left.
They're having a meeting. Y'all are, I guess. Isn't that funny? You can't? Okay. I got it as faint as I can, so yesterday I had it up way too loud. You couldn't even hear JLR over it. So I got it down really low today.
Deputy's still out here. This was out here.
Okay. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you so much. You're such an awesome person and beautiful. If no one's told you lately, you are beautiful.
That's from you.
flowers that they've left. Can't decide which frame I like the best that gets that y'all can see
So, yeah.
the best out of.
You know, a couple days ago, the cars were all the way around the corner. There's less cars here, less media here. The media's still out here.
Is it raining? Did he say it's raining?
Till the sun comes out.
That looks like a mess for electrical stuff, doesn't it? I hope that's all wireless. Are they packing up? What are they doing? And why is there jumper cables out like that? Is that an electric car? Is that what that's about? Gosh, they've made a mess, mainstream media did. Wow, they're really invasive, because there's only 3 YouTubers there that I know of. They said that the YouTubers were all in the way.
Let's take a drive a minute. And I want to show you the 4-block radius here. I'll show you on the map. Because another key thing in this case is why has no vehicle been released? Not one vehicle. A description of any vehicle, a vehicle detected. Why? And obviously we know the neighborhood is pitch black, but you're going to have to get out of this neighborhood. If the perp even got out of the neighborhood, you're going to have to get out of the neighborhood. And in order to get out of the neighborhood, you're eventually going to get a 4-box radius.
I couldn't imagine it either.
And in each corner there is mass
I
surveillance.
mean, so that means that they're feeding her, they're all that. I don't believe that.
They're going to be caught.
I mean, she saying that,
But they have not released any footage.
I mean, we're dealing with the cartel. I mean, they don't.
So we're gonna go around it's probably about a 5-mile drive. I'm gonna show it to you on the map of what we're gonna do. Ask the question, where is the video of the vehicle? Ask the question, where's the vehicle? Where am I? Look on the map. I'm going to show you something here. This is where we are. Glove found on Campbell. 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, 4 corners. All the neighborhoods. All pitch black. But in order to get out, whether you go north, west, south, east, whatever, you are eventually going to hit one of these traffic lights. It's inevitable. And those traffic lights, even at night.
But he was on
Right.
foot.
You can see. And we're going to go around the whole thing and show you. We'll come back here.
Especially if I'm walking.
Shortly. The perp had to be captured on surveillance in a vehicle. Unless, in like Luke Daly's case, stayed within that 4-box. Road trip.
I'm gonna go turn this on in my bedroom so I go viral.
One second. All right, here we go. Perp leaves the neighborhood, the perp's going to be called on surveillance. But yet no surveillance. Perp's coming down here at night, driving down, you're not going to see a thing. Matter of fact, tonight we're going to do a reenactment. Down here at night, you're not going to be seen. Get it. We know. We know how black it is, how dark it is, even on a full moon. But you're going to have to leave this neighborhood and eventually get out onto some streets. Busy streets.
Am I vertical and landscape? I don't know how to do both.
You get out on some busy streets, you're going to be seen. Perp can go left, which will take you up to a light. But we're just going to go around the actual box, the whole box radius.
Where's he going?
Perp has Nancy in the car, right? Perps have Nancy in the vehicle. We don't know the description of the vehicle, in her trunk, in the back seat, passenger seat. Someone has Nancy in a vehicle. They're driving through the neighborhood. No ring camera, nothing's going to detect
I think it's been too long.
the vehicle.
It's been too long.
Eventually, the perp's going to hit the road. For instance, this is Campbell. This is the same road the glove was found. We'll go north.
I bet she wishes she hadn't had her mom up there on the Today Show showing everybody
So still
where
out
Mom
here,
lived.
you're not gonna catch nothing out here.
Because it was just like 3 months ago, there was a segment on the Today Show about
Moon with Preston.
her and her family.
That night. It's starting to rain here. Again.
What if he's a weirdo infatuated?
So we'll just
with
go
her?
north. This is Campbell.
Okay, let's see if
Wait
this
for the
works.
traffic.
Let me try another background.
Perp goes north.
No.
2:30 a.m. Driving.
Yeah, I don't know why
If
it
the
does
perp went
that.
north. Drive up here.
it's blocked like that.
Eventually, you're going to hit the intersection of Campbell and
It won't
Skyline.
show it, will it?
Boom. Lights everywhere. Cameras
Oh, it's
with
weird.
traffic lights with cameras.
I don't know why it doesn't show.
All over the place.
I'm trying
cameras,
them all.
cameras lit up.
I'm just gonna try
nighttime
'em all.
cameras everywhere. Cameras. You mean to tell me no surveillance? This is one of many intersections. We're going to go around the entire box. This is just one. This would be the northeast side. No cameras? No. I mean, do they just not work? They just not work? These are all fake cameras?
Right.
We're going to eventually go back to Campbell on the south side, but I'm just taking you around a 4 major intersection radius. Fake cameras. People say fake cameras. Because that's the question that should be asked to Nanos. Do those cameras work? Or do you have a image of a vehicle that you are withholding to the public? Somebody said run a red light and find out if you get a ticket. It's crazy, I know, right? Run a red light and find out if you get a ticket. No, we're not going to. All right, here we go. So, perp could have went up this way, went through this intersection, lots of businesses and whatnot. We walked up here the other day. Now, we're going to go to the next direction because left. Orange Grove Road, left lane. Coming up, Orange Grove.
Tell me y'all's thoughts on this case.
Orange Grove, right here. If somehow he sneaks out of Nancy's home and makes his way to Orange Grove, lights all over. Intersection, lights. It's all bright. Let's go further. For some reason, if the perp was navigating through the neighborhoods just to the left of us, whoa, this is crazy. Dude's coming down like cats and dogs out here. We're going to do this experiment at night. Tonight. Here's the next intersection. Ina Road. Skyline. Ina. More lights. So even if the perp was to the south and trying to get up onto here, because they're going to have to get up onto these main roads. Camera lights. There's camera lights all over here. Camera lights. Other businesses lit up, nighttime. Next one will be Oracle. The perp is not going to slip through here without being seen.
I was watching Bullhorn Betty till you went live, and that Zach guy really, I think so too. The eyebrows give it away.
Next one is First Avenue. First Avenue. Don't forget
eyebrows
First
give it
Avenue.
away. I agree.
Up here, First Avenue. Lights. Camera lights. Cameras. There's cameras all over the lights. This is First Avenue. Look at the top right corner of the screen. Lights. Lights. It's all full with lights. Lights. You're not getting out of Nancy's neighborhood without being seen. Unless they don't work.
I wonder why that is. If I use an overlay, why does the background go away?
And if they don't work, why don't they work?
I don't know.
You think there's a lot of traffic around here going around at 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m., 1:50 a.m.?
Background away. Why does it do that?
And if if the perp is navigating to the south here, getting up to Oracle here.
Just because immediate family was clear doesn't mean it's not someone that's associated. Absolutely. And I don't kind of believe that. I think he did that to ease off of Tomasio.
Another small intersection here. Lights. I see camera lights all over. Camera lights. Right there, lights. Lights. Traffic lights. And now this is a major intersection up here. Oracle will be making a left. Lights everywhere. Perp goes past here. There's
It
going
looks like it's about to storm.
It's going to be
here.
captured unless there's.
We're about to get cold weather again. I can't believe it.
One more before the shopping center, which, by the way, has lights.
Oh, is it?
There's lights.
Okay.
So, can someone make this make sense?
You mean in Tucson, yeah.
Lights. Now, this is a weird intersection. You got to actually cross it before you turn left and do a U-turn. But this intersection, lights. Video surveillance, traffic lights, cameras. Cameras. So why hasn't any vehicle been detected? Riddle me that. We're going south on Oracle. They're all over.
Set to private. Shit.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You can't turn left. You have to go across the street and then bust a U-turn to go south on Oracle. But not only that, but businesses.
Oh, really? They've gotten rained on a lot. I wonder why.
Starbucks.
All that
Whole
cloud
Foods.
seeding they've been
All right,
doing.
so we're going south to Oracle. We'll go all the way down
That's
to
why
River
we're
Road.
seeing all this damn snow in North
But in
Carolina.
between, there's going to be all these roads that come from Nancy's
Allegedly.
neighborhood on the left. which takes you out. If you go westbound after leaving Nancy's home, is going to take you to Oracle, where there's lights, surveillance.
It's
No car,
really coming down there too.
no vehicle.
The sun rises
At
way
all?
earlier there than here. When I would travel there, I'm solar energized, and I would forget to shut my curtains, and that desert sun would wake me up, and I would be scrambling around thinking that I had overslept and missed my appointment. It's hard to get
None at
used
all?
to, and I don't know why I would forget, because they give you those really heavy curtains in your hotel room, so it'll black out, the heavy blackout curtains. As compared to New York, yeah. Do you really? It looks nice.
Just got a shout out
Like
from
clean
Paparazzi.
and well maintained. I mean, I will
Broke
give the sheriff
mainstream
that.
media records.
It doesn't
My
look
dude,
like
congrats. Thank you.
parts of the West Coast.
Pointed to your coverage today. Thank you. Lights. The perp is not getting out of that neighborhood undetected. You're just not. So why haven't they shared any description of any vehicle? Because all this here would be the west. Nancy's neighborhood to the left. Go off some of these intersections, the side streets will take you into Nancy's neighborhood.
Y'all
The
folks,
entire
if y'all could hit
block
that like button for me,
have
I'd appreciate it.
lights
It'll push me into the
and
algorithm,
cameras
and I can
everywhere.
keep coming and hanging
They
out with
don't
you
work.
folks.
No other businesses work to detect a vehicle. We should yeah, we're gonna do this at night. We're just gonna do it at night. And I'm gonna step out and we're gonna film cars driving on these main streets just to show that you can clearly see them. This is another way to get into Nancy's neighborhood to the left. That's the Chevron station. This is called Rudisill. Lights right there. Surveillance cameras at the intersection. If you go up here, the Circle K, you make a right. We'll take you to Annie and Tommaso's home. We're not going to go there. Another major intersection down here on the southwest side of that 4-block radius, River Road in Oracle. There's going to be lights all down here. We're going to make a left.
My cat and my dog are playing like two
Coming
little
up.
kids. Bella.
Man, it's raining. Woo. It is just ludicrous that they wouldn't have some footage of a vehicle. And yes, I am calling it out. It's literally impossible for them to say they don't have any video of some image of a vehicle. Another major intersection. Now, what I just showed you on the map, this would be the southwest corner. We're going to make a left. Entire intersection. Denny's, Circle K, Jack in the Box, lights, surveillance cameras. Perp. Even if the perp took Nancy and was headed towards I-10, you're going to cross something like this, they're all over. They're all over. I get really animated on this because I think it's preposterous that we're day 19 and they haven't released any footage of any vehicle. Riddle me this. So we'll continue to go down here. This is on the outskirts. This is basically the border line between the city of Tucson on the right, and then Pima County jurisdiction, the sheriff's jurisdiction on the left. This is like the line, the cutoff line. River Road.
Why is it doing that?
Hey, somehow Perp sneaks out, shoots to the south. Remember, the glove was on Campbell, which we're going to go back up on shortly. There's another intersection here. There's a QT.
Can y'all still
The intersection is Stone Lane, and all on Stone Lane, cameras. So if the perp shot south, perp's going to maybe go through here. Cameras everywhere, cameras. Plus businesses. Too much surveillance. Too much of it. Oh, they're cameras. They're on every... Or do they not work?
Okay, on that note, my husband just called and said he is bringing lunch. So I'm going to close out and call it a day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate ya.
Bye-bye. Thanks now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tells the wind all her secrets. They blow out to sea, wash up on beaches. Then the water knows her truths. And when the moon lights up her face, her freckles mirror the stars in space. And she knows where she came from. Bravely climbs her greatest mountains, walks 1,000 miles, but who's counting? Then one day she sees how far she's come. She knows she's never alone, for in her body she's found home, and the freedom is so sweet. Got a gypsy soul that was meant to roam, and she follows where it tells her to go. She falls in love with love. She sees the world from above, and this moment is the only time she knows. She leaves away. She finds stillness in the move truth behind the lies. Fear wears such a great disguise, but it is love that wins the game. So she bets it all for love, doubles her fortune, buys a new pair of gloves, so she can sleep under the stars. She's got a gypsy soul that was meant to roam, and she follows where it tells her to go. She falls in love with love. She sees the world from above, and this moment is the only time she knows. When put in words, it's my human revolution. When put in motion, it won't stop moving. I've got a gypsy soul that was meant to roam, and I follow where it tells me to go. I fall in love with love. I see the world from above, and this moment is the only time I know. I've got a gypsy soul that was meant to roam, and I follow where it tells me to go. I fall in love with love. I see the world from above, and this moment is the only time I know.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go!
He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5. Touchdown!
Woo!